What's up everybody, Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Mortal Kombat 1's aggressive monetization really seems to be getting out of hand. Alan Wake 2 dev Remedy has switched an upcoming free-to-play game to a premium model, and the Game Awards nominees are in. This is your Daily Fix. Mortal Kombat 1's aggressive monetization has once again come under fire from players after Nintendo spilled the beans on the standalone price of the Omni-Man DLC character. The Nintendo eShop currently displays the $7.99 price of Omni-Man, who arrives in Mortal Kombat 1 as a standalone purchase later this week after his early access arrival as part of Kombat Pack 1. Owners of the full-price $70 fighting game were quick to point out that Omni-Man's price is further evidence of Mortal Kombat 1's wild monetization. Omni-Man, who of course comes complete with eye-catching fatalities lifted from the Invincible Amazon Prime series, is cheaper than the recently released and highly controversial single Halloween fatality, which costs $10. Making matters worse, Warner Bros. Games is currently selling the Omni-Man announcer pack, voiced by J.K. Simmons, for 1,000 Dragon Crystals. That's another $10 on top, even for those who bought the $40 Combat Pack 1, and it's more expensive than Omni-Man himself. The announcer pack finds Omni-Man saying iconic Mortal Kombat lines such as "fight" and "finish him." Omni-Man is also cheaper than Mortal Kombat 1's most coveted premium skins. Last week, Warner Bros. Games released the classic Deadly Alliance skin for Li Mei, which costs $10. As you'd expect, Mortal Kombat 1 players aren't particularly thrilled, although at this point they're not surprised at these continued monetization missteps. While Omni-Man is well received in gameplay terms, it's worth noting that unlike other characters, his max level is set to 20, he has no alternate skins, just palette swaps, and he has fewer brutalities. We recently reported that Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander in The Boys, is not voicing the famous supervillain in Mortal Kombat 1, much to the disappointment of fans. Homelander is scheduled to arrive in Mortal Kombat 1 next spring. Moving on, nominees for the Game Awards 2023 have been revealed, with Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3 leading the way with 8 nominations each. Alan Wake 2's nominations include Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Score and Music, Best Sound Design, Best Performance from Melanie LeBird, and Best Action Adventure Game. Baldur's Gate 3 saw a number of similar nominations, including Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Score and Music, Best Performance from Neil Newman, Best Community Support, Best RPG, and Best Multiplayer. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 received 7 nominations, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom received 5 alongside Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Starfield received 1 for RPG. The nominees for Game of the Year are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This is just the beginning of awards season, of course, with IGN's own Game of the Year award nominations to be announced soon. And finally today, Remedy Entertainment has issued an update on one of its 4 in-development games, confirming it has ditched the free-to-play model in the process. Cool. Codenamed Vanguard was set to be a free-to-play co-op game, but it's now described as a premium game with a strong cooperative multiplayer component. This reboot has resulted in a new codename, Kestrel. Remedy signed a publishing deal with Tencent back in December 2021 to develop Vanguard, but both companies have now agreed to the change in direction. Remedy explained, due to uncertainties in creating a successful game to the rapidly changing free-to-play market and associated risks, the parties have discussed a new direction for the game project. The reboot comes as the project reached the end of its proof-of-concept phase. As a result, it will return to a concept phase. Part of the former Vanguard development team will move to work on Remedy's other projects, while the core leadership and select members of the Kestrel development team will focus on the project's new direction from the concept stage onwards. Remedy did not announce any layoffs. Taro Virtala, CEO of Remedy, said, "We've made some great strides in free-to-play and multiplayer development in Vanguard. After a lot of careful consideration, we believe that taking on a new direction, where the game will be built more around Remedy's core competences, is the right way to go. We are creating another distinct Remedy game with Tencent's continued support and making a great cooperative multiplayer experience." Alongside Kestrel, Remedy is working on Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes, Control 2, and Condor, a 4-player co-op spin-off of Control to be co-published with 505 Games. And that is your Daily Fix for Monday, November 13th. Now that you're caught up on the news, check out the crossover reveal for Tomb Raider and Magic the Gathering. I'm Damon Hadfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.